Hey guys, Dr. Crypto here. Hope you're all doing well. And what can we see on here? Alt season is over. That's it. It's done. Not going to happen at all. That's what I'm seeing on the timelines right now on X and other social medias. There's so much anger, there's so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt out there that for me personally, that's given me the trigger to actually start to initiate some more money, more capital into the market in this dip. Now, I get it. Not everybody's got money to put back in. Some people just can't do it. But for me personally, I did take little profits on some of the meme coins that I own and actually put that money to one side to be able to buy dips like this. And this is an absolute massive dip. And like I said, it's given a lot of fear in the market on the weekly, the daily, a bit of a bounce there, but on the hourly, weekend, obviously highly manipulated as well. So we've got to bear that one in mind. But what I keep on zooming out, I zoom out and I've looked at the total market cap, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. And look at the dips that we've had, these massive dips to the downside we have. And we all remember the COVID crash that we had. And again, that was the same kind of thing where everybody says, all season's not going to happen. It's dead. It's gone. They started leaving, started selling. But who were buying? All the whales were actually buying behind the scene, doing the OTCs. And look what happened after that. We had that massive move towards the upside where we topped out at around about $1.19 trillion. Then we came back down and then we came into this bear market here where we followed along a bear market, and it was quite a brutal bear market because don't forget down here was the Celsius, FTX and Terra Luna crash as well. But then the bear market there as well. And look at that, went sideways and boom, straight up. And the same thing's happening here. We can see here, we're capitulated down and it's given the same kind of sentiment as all these ones here of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And people are too scared to DCA. Yes, we could drop down a little bit more. Always a possibility. But what about if we don't? If we don't, and it all starts to change? Because right now, I'm feeling this market, to me, there's nothing out there which is saying to me, we're going in a bear market. I haven't seen no collapses of exchanges, no nothing. We've got a brand new president who's bullish on crypto. We've got so much to look forward to in the crypto industry. It doesn't feel that same way. This feels like, to me, highly manipulated market at the moment. You can see here, Coin Bureau says here, fear is dominating the crypto market right now with the fear and greed at 35. Historically, extreme fear is when the best buying opportunities arise. That's right. It's like when you go to a January sale or something like that. And that product a month or so ago was double the price, and now it's half the price. What do? Buy it or wait till it drops down even further? You come back a week later and it's gone back up again. You know, everybody's different. Everybody's got a different position. But we could have a look on here. This is from Tech Dev, who you can find on X, and he's perfectly actually pointed it out. And I will say here, this is the part where it becomes popular to say, what if no alt season? And we can see where alt season, what's happened here with the Bitcoin, absolute pillar. And look what happened here. Look where we are right now. All totally clear at the moment. The Bitcoin dominance is slightly rising, ready for that dump. And that's what's happened here. Bitcoin dominance, dumped. And where we're coming again? Potentially coming close to that point of where we're going to dump. Because a lot of people say, well, you know, why is it not happening? Why is alt season not happening? Go to coin market cap, total cryptos, just over 11 million different cryptos out there. Most of them, 90% of them have got no fundamentals behind them at all. But people are buying them. But most of them will go to zero and die off at some point. But also, what I want to point out here as well, Dan, if you follow him, Crypto Recruiter, I've been following Dan for about 6 years now, gives absolutely quality information out there. And he says here, I've done a video almost every day for 7 years tracking crypto. 3,000% pumps, 90% dips. I can't believe it. But we're finally standing at the threshold of a crypto revolution. Now is not the time to walk away. Even if the new here, you're not late. There has been fun, but there is not a game. There is a very serious opportunity here that I'm grateful has been presented to us. Crypto-friendly administration, deregulation, clarity, innovation, floodgates back to explode open, opportunities like we've never seen. The global race to get into crypto is just now beginning. Quantitative tightening is signing its end. And on-chain data shows retail capitulation giving away to whale accumulation. Short-term traders being distracted by noise. I don't know about you, but my opinion is the continued effort to make sure I have exposure to this market, even in the midst of short-term uncertainty and volatility. I do think the cycles are changing, and that's a good thing. We're here, a brand new territory, and it's time more than ever to focus. And that is exactly what I am doing. I am doing exactly what Dan says there. I am zooming out and looking at the bigger picture. And that's why I'm DCAing. That's why I'm not fearful of what is happening now. I'm just clearing the negativity, the bears out there telling me, don't know what you're talking about. It's over. It's gone. Finish. If I had listened to people like that back in 2020, 2021, I would have made it. That's the fact. I don't listen to what retail. I listen to so I look at where the money's going and the whales are accumulated. I don't listen to retail and what they're saying. The whales don't care what they're saying. The whales just want to put fear and the manipulation in to get lower prices, and they're buying. And they're the ones who are obviously going to make the money. And that they really are. Because, like I said, at the moment, what we're looking at Ethereum at the moment, if we just go to the one day at the moment, what I want to see with Ethereum, because that's the king of the altcoins, downward trend, higher highs and higher lows. And right now, we're just basically coming up to this VR VPN node here, and it's basically starting to range bound now, and then hopefully ready to go to make a move towards the upside. Because what I want to see is, on this, I want us to see is recapture that 200 EMA and get above the rest of the 20 and the 50 EMA. To remain bullish, we need to make our way back up and get above this line here and get above $3,000. That's what I want to see for Ethereum for continuation towards the upside. Because when I look on Bitcoin at the moment, I look at Bitcoin, you zoom out. A lot of people look at the 5 minutes and it looks absolutely terrible. But you zoom out, look what Bitcoin's doing. That's where it topped out. Then we went into a bear market, topped out, went to a bear market, topped out, went to a bear market. We're nowhere near that. We've got money flow still coming in. The whales are accumulating like anything before. They really are. And what we can see here also this is on the 4 hourly as well. We're on this massive falling wedge right now. And on this falling wedge generally breaks out towards the upside. That's what falling wedges do. And you get ascending wedges can also break down to the downside. But at the moment, we're in a massive falling wedge. Potentially could take us back up to what? 120, 130,000. We've had a little bit of money outflow on the short term coming out, but it's a weekend and we've had a bit of a pullback from $110,000 down. But what I'm looking for is to capture this 20 EMA, get above that 50 EMA. But the sentiment and the positivity is still there, in my opinion. Like I said, we've got Donald Trump, President of the United States, super bullish on crypto and Bitcoin. Nation states are starting to adopt it. Will China, Hong Kong, are they going to open their floodgates? We know Hong Kong are starting to. Will China? That's one of the questions is being asked right now. And people saying, are we topping out? None of the indications to me are saying that we've topped out. You can see the pi cycle tops, which clearly have given good signs in the past about what's happening. Pi cycle top, that came in 2017, dropped down into a bear market. Then we went back into a bull market. You see COVID crash there, and then we went straight into a bull market, double M there, topped out. Pi cycle absolutely caught it perfectly there. It hasn't arrived yet. That pi cycle hasn't arrived yet. But also, we can have a look at the CBBI. Generally, that gets to around about 100. We're still sitting at around about 80 at the moment. Again, the indications showing that we're nowhere near topping out at the moment. But like I said, when you're looking at the total market cap 3, we've had that capitulation down towards the downside. Now we've got support down here. Now, is this going to be where the bulls step in and start continuation and start pushing towards the upside on that? Because we want to get above that 20 EMA and that 50 EMA and definitely get above that 200 EMA. But right now, this is, to me, is an opportunity. We capitulated back down here on June of 2023. We're at the same kind of position right now. So you can see here, if I move that out of the way, you can see where we dipped here, got perfect width, got support here. And then what we want to do is now either chop around a bit and then make continuation towards the upside. Because one thing I am watching for is Bitcoin dominance. Because with Bitcoin dominance at the moment, we've got that doji. I don't know if you can zoom in a bit. You can see the doji candle. You can see the hard, shallow area of the candlestick at the bottom. It's created a graveyard doji there. So basically what's happened is it's whipped up, created a bottom body, and basically come back down. Now, obviously, we could retest this area of this downward trend here and then break down towards the downside. And this is all what comes back to what Tech Dev said here. At the moment, we're coming to that same place here where generally we should start to see a breakdown. And basically, when we see like a doji candle back on the dominance, that's a real bearish kind of thing. So hopefully at some point we're going to break out. Now, there's a chance that we could come back up and go and hit around about that 63% mark and then come back down. So there's always that that risk that we could have. That could affect, obviously, the altcoins a little bit more. But what I want to point out is, this is from Chicken Genius as well. I want to point this out about regarding quantitative easing tightening, because obviously we want quantitative easing. And he says here, there's a high probability the market will pump soon, surely based on the forward guidance by the Fed Monday's TradFi should pump. Link to second tweet. On February the 7th, 83-page report sought guidance towards the end of quantitative tightening. It was extremely vague, but that's the Fed's language. Fed forward guidance is a communication tool used by the Federal Reserve to influence the public expectations by the Fed's future actions, which can impact interest rates and financial conditions in order not to shock the markets. We have bottoms, sentiment is dead, tariff doom trade is over. Just like the yen carry trade below 0.8 to 0.9 crisis, the COVID crisis, a new narrative is needed to nuke the market. So we're in QT at the moment, and hopefully we're going to come to quantitative easing, which is going to be good on for the tech stocks and the markets like crypto, for an example. So it's all watching. Will that happen in the March meeting? Could be a possibility. Could be a possibility. But also one coin I am watching out for is CRO, because CRO at the moment is sitting at 2.5 billion. It's sitting at the volume range of around about 20.97 million. And we can see, again, like I went on with Bitcoin and the total market cap, we've got these falling wedges. These falling wedges. This is actually on the weekly. We've got a falling wedge. We've got a massive falling wedge here. And falling wedges generally break out up to the upside. And I think, even with the negative sentiment I get in the comments or on X, my feeling is still the same. I think alt season is going to happen. Nothing's guaranteed, and we could drop into a bear market tomorrow and crypto could go to zero. That's a risk. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen. It's a risk. I don't think it's going to go zero, but we could go into a bear market now or tomorrow. Some people are saying we're in a bear market. I don't think we are. We are nowhere near. I bought in the lows of the lows of the lows when there was ultra fear with FTX collapses. I was buying the fear there. So I'm still up. Now, a lot of people who bought up here, CRO, obviously are underwater. That's the problem. And that's why I stuck around all the way from 2017 all the way down. I stuck around. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm not going anywhere, and I have not sold anything. I sold some of my meme coins for profit and put that to one side to buy dips like this. That's what I've been doing. CRO, I am bullish on. It doesn't feel like it right now. It doesn't. But when we topped out here and we dipped down here, people were feeling the same. It's not going to happen. When we dropped down in, June 2021, we were down here. And then obviously all the way through here, we were down. People said it wasn't going to happen. Then look what happened. We went close to $1. For me, the risk is there to the downside even further. But I'd rather take that risk and hopefully we move towards the upside. Because like I said, at the end of the day, when you get a falling wedge, this is what we've got. We've got the uptrend continuation pattern where we're continuation up, chopping down higher highs and higher lows, and then break out towards the upside. And that is what CROs do. Look at that. Perfect. If I zoom in, we're on that falling wedge, continuation, chop upwards, then chop around down to the downside, and then break out towards the upside. And that is why I'm so bullish at the moment. I really am extremely bullish in what's happening with CRO in general. Short term, it's bearish. To medium term, it's bearish. But long term, I have every conviction that we're going to make it towards the upside. And that's what my thoughts are at the moment. Like I said, this is my journey. Obviously, everybody's in a very different situation. This is how I feel. This is what I'm doing. You always have to do your own research and do your own thing. Don't listen to YouTubers or anything like that. You always have your own plan. Do your own research. There's opportunities out there to the downside or towards the upside. So, I hope it's been well, and I'll see you soon in the next video. And before I go, hit that like button and give us a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.